everybody, Mr. Malware again. I'm sorry if you have a bit of trouble understanding me. I'm rather sick right now, so I'm at the very least gonna sound a bit nasally. This is the wheels for Kagaku, and I'm sorry, my workstation is a mess. It's been a wild few days. But this is working just fine, as with the rudimentary controller. That would have to be replaced for actual manufactured models, of course, but I've got limited supplies and I'm using what's at hand, which included a plastic jar lid. This was working just fine a few minutes ago, but the motor started going haywire and I did isolate it to the motor, and I'm gonna have to replace that. But just to prove that the controller works, again, that's moving. That one's okay, but it's moving because I don't have a proper neutral position for that, and I gotta recode that. But again, that... What the heck? That's not supposed to... Well... Okay, I'm gonna have to work with this. This might actually be a wiring issue, but... Let me turn that off. That's gonna get irritating fast. Okay, so looking at that, I pressed a button that shouldn't have controlled that, but it did anyhow. I'm gonna look more into this, and hopefully I can fix it without scrapping the motor. But anyhow, how it facilitates the problem? Well, it's affordable. The whole project has cost under $200 so far, and I'm surprised I even got that money, to be honest. Lucky I got a job over the summer. But... Kagaku's in pieces right now. It doesn't facilitate the problem yet, but it will once it's actually built. But, you know, life gets in the way. So does homework. All that jazz. But it's a long-running project. I'm not terribly worried. And, going back to facilitating the problem stated, I am very sorry. I'm sick. I can't think straight. Oh, you should see me in Spanish class. Anyhow. It's, like I said, under $200, and then you would have a little companion to talk to. It would be much more than a chatbot in the earlier stages, but then it would grow into something more, and I do hope Kagaku can be a little buddy for me. His main body is in pieces right now, mostly because, you know, you saw it in the last video that I haven't made much progress with it yet, because I've been focusing on this thing that apparently doesn't even work. But... it'll work in a couple days if I get to it. I will get to it. I know that for a fact. But, things I want to improve on. Fix that. That might mean rewiring, reprogramming. Hopefully it's not reprogramming. It could just be wiring. I hope it's just wiring, but ultimately replace the motor. Work on Kagaku's personality. I do have his facial expressions done in Scratch, as I said before. I'm just gonna export that out as something else, and then put it into Python, hopefully. Probably no GUI. It doesn't look like I need tkinter for it. It looks like I could just use Pygame for it, thankfully, and if that's the case, I can have a GUI. And I refuse to call it GUI, by the way. It just doesn't sound right. But I'd have the GUI for him done, not the regular interface. It will be keyboard and mouse inputs for the earlier models, and then once I develop, there will be a microphone and stuff. But again, cost, time, and, you know, his personality is going to be the main focus on the next checkpoint, if I make it that far. I do hope I make it that far. Judges, you're so great, by the way. Thank you for allowing me to go on to semifinals, and thank you. It is an honor to be judged. Have a project of mine judged by those of your caliber, really. And if I don't make it, the free t-shirt makes up for it, I guess. Not $196,883, but still, it's something nice. And, yeah, the video's not showing much other than that sitting there on my lovely computer. And the monitor I got from the library, by the way, but that's beside the point. But... high hopes for this week. While I'm waiting for judging, I'll fix that thing, and then once that's done, I'll get to work on Kagaku himself. Thank you very much, and I do hope you'll consider me to go forth onto finals, but if not, that's fine. There are some great semifinalists out there, and I can live with it. Thank you very much, and have a good day or night or wherever you are.